A lot of the times when we begin a project, foremost is what is available. What type of technologies are available, whether it be precast concrete or cast in place or maybe an alternative. So I'm old school. I used to look up the catalogs for material availability, but with the advent of the internet, I mean, we're able to research a lot more products, a lot faster too, because then we go specifically to the details that we need. We need compressive strength, we need reinforcement, we need cost. Those types of elements are much more readily available in the internet. Typically, you'll have millions of numbers that come up and or selections that come up. And I think, being the first one, the second one on the list, if you find everything in that first one, the second one, if it answers your question, that's it. I typically stop right there.
Engineering is always different for every project. There is no one project that is the same. We're always looking for innovative ideas. We're always looking for ideas out of the box. If you can show that on your websites, then that's what we need to see. If you just show us the plain Jane stuff, we'll go somewhere else to go look for something that will work for us. I think when vendors want to come and show their wares, they should make an appointment. Sometimes I know it's difficult for them doing cold calls, but if they can drop you an email, say they're going to be in town and take about 10 minutes of your time, then you know what, I think that's the best way they can get into your office. If you've done your homework talking to utilities and you know this project is coming out and requires certain products, then why not contact the engineer who already has the project? There's nothing wrong with that. The PE doesn't mean anything. Any engineer can have a PE. It's how you're going to apply that product to your project. An
ideal interaction with materials providers, getting a phone call from them, and saying, hey, how are you? How's everything going? It's a relationship, business is a relationship. It's not calling to see, when you need something. It's a matter of having that relationship with the provider always.
If a vendor is willing to take the time and effort to call us, to show us his wares, to show us his sheets, more power to him. When he's kind of reluctant to whether he wants to talk to us or not, then he's going to lose, not us. We'll find somebody else. It does take years to develop a trust between vendors and engineers. But the whole idea is that the engineer along with the vendor must trust each other. When there is no trust, then there is no communication. I mean, it takes years to form a relationship, and you can lose the customer within seconds when things go wrong.
To develop a relationship with, let's say, a new precaster in town, I would have to, first of all, see their facilities. A typical lunch and seminar type of format is great, and multiple times, because every time that you come, you're looking for something different. We will have a friendly relationship right up, but I think it's important that we develop that working relationship with some time. It's going to take some time, because especially if we're already working with somebody, I think it's going to require some time.
Let me tell you a little story. I had a vendor who would show me his spec card out of all the products he had. And at one point, I was requesting a product that he did not have. He took me to his competitor, which is kind of odd because you would want to sell your product first before your competitor's product. But he told me, if my product can't do the job that you want it to do, then it's not worth selling my product to you. It's best that I give you my competitor. Well, guess what? I've earned his trust. And anything that I was looking for very specifically, he either had it or didn't have, and if he didn't have it, he would tell me who had it. That's a lot of trust. I mean, he is willing to go the extra mile for me to tell me where I should be able to get it, even though his product doesn't meet my specs or he doesn't even sell that product itself. It's important to us that suppliers keep in contact with us every so often when they have a new product out in the market that they think that we may be able to use in the future. Now, not all products that they have will fit our needs, but for something that they have come up with, something intriguing, something innovative, why not? Give us a call.
I think one of the biggest things that any type of precaster can do is, first of all, educate us You know, when you have a new product advancement, improvement, certification of some type, I think we, the consultants, need to know right away. So I think that direct communication is important. I think in school I learned that the only dumb question was the one that was not asked. And a lot of the times I think manufacturers and engineers don't communicate on the same level because there seems to be an intimidation of you know, well, what we learned in school versus what they do in the field. And I think that's why it's such a perfect partnership when a manufacturer basically takes in an engineer kind of under their wings to educate them as to what the actual process is. And at the same time, a lot of the engineers can reconnect back and say, we know this. Oh yeah, you know, in school we studied this type of theory, and now I see how it's applied, and it really strengthens, I think, the success of the project by that partnership.